Good afternoon, my great friends and followers of the channel. Thank you all very much for your continued support as we keep moving in a direction of non-bullshittery and transparency. And it's with there that I'm going to look at this here. Thank you to many of you that have sent me in links to this, and I have looked at it, and it's a story that it needed to unfold legally before people can actually cover it. And it's another story about serving soldier that took her life. A 19-year-old teenager from the Royal Artillery. She took her life after being sexually assaulted by her boss, her sergeant. Now her family is slamming the army. Now this is the problem you've got with the Ministry of Defence. When something happens internally in a unit, in the military, they close ranks. The military close ranks very quickly to keep it contained. They have to. In some cases, they shouldn't do it. Now, she complained after being sexually assaulted by her sergeant, who pinned her down and kissed her at a social event, which means, in my opinion, if it's a social event, there would have been a lot of military personnel there. Things like a smoker, a platoon smoker, or a drinks event where everyone was there. And he took advantage of her. She complained and complained and complained. The problem you have is whenever you are complaining about someone higher than you, people close ranks and you're ignored most of the time. Not only was this going on, but a bombardier in the Royal Artillery was harassing this woman, sending her thousands of texts. I've just read all about it, actually. Bombardier Ryan Mason subjected her. It was within a couple of weeks after her being assaulted. It's quite sad. She filed a complaint against her battery sergeant major, Michael Weber, who has since pleaded guilty to the shocking attack. He's since pleaded guilty. But unfortunately, that young lady is dead now. She took her own life. She had accused her sergeant, her battery sergeant major, of pinning her down and trying to kiss her at a work social event, which he is now admitted to. Now, the fear of God must have been in that young girl at 19, knowing that this guy had overpowered her. She felt terrible. But we know what the army did? Do you want to know what the army did when they investigated this? The army initially told this high-ranking sergeant major that he needed to write an apology letter to her. He needed to write an apology to her before he would receive a promotion. Promoting sexual assault. I mean, is that not sad? This guy was a sergeant major going to be promoted. And before he could get promoted, he needed to write an apology for sexual assault. That's what happens when the army closes ranks on people. It tries and keeps this out of the public eye. I'm sure this isn't the first case, and it will not be the last case, but it's quite sad, and sometimes there's no going back. That young lady will not be back. Her family is now seeking justice. Her family wants to get justice on this guy, and I fully support them. It's completely shocking that this even took place, and this type of behaviour continues to take place in military establishments all around the UK, but it's hidden from the public eye because the Royal Military Police get called in to take statements and threats are carried out. And I will say, when I say threats, I mean it in a certain degree where high-ranking, maybe a company commander or regimental sergeant major, will put pressure on people to keep their mouths shut. And if they do utter a word to reporters or outside the camp, then their life is made a complete misery in camp by this type of behaviour. It needs to be called out. I hope their family do get justice and this guy is dealt with. But listen, thanks for watching my videos. Thanks for the comments. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and take care.